Good morning. Today is March 9th, 2021. What a beautiful day here at the studios in Trenton, Florida. Lovely Trenton, Florida. And we would like to just let you all know we appreciate you viewing these videos, and we hope, and we know it's a challenge, but we hope that they are encouraging to you as well as what they are for me and my partner. We are very thankful, we are elated, and we do not want to do anything that would be contrary to His will. So it's all about being strong in Jesus. So with all that said, I don't want to be so loquacious. I want to get right to the point this morning. So let's talk about a good name. A good name. And I want you to notice with this, when I talk about a good name, I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about you, and I'm talking about the world. What does people think about you when they say your name? If someone was to come up and say, "Good morning, Danny Allen, how are you doing?" Really, what is my name meaning to that person? What is it broadcasting to the community? What is it showing to the state of Florida? What is it meaning to the United States? Ladies and gentlemen, a good name. What does it mean in heaven? Several years ago, and I do mean several. Well, let me just count back. Let's go back a little bit. So I've been down here for 12 years at the wonderful congregation of the Midway Church of Christ between Trenton and Bell. So before then, I was up in Middleburn, West Virginia, at the Middleburn Church of Christ. And I was there for, well, nearly 5 years. And before then, I was at a congregation in Woodbury, Tennessee. It was called the West High Street Church of Christ. And I helped that congregation for 8 years. While I was there that I went for a devotion out to Missoula, Montana. And when I went out there, ladies and gentlemen, on the way out, I was at the Nashville International Airport, a beautiful airport, a facility that I like a lot. This is what happened as we talk about a good name. So I'm standing in line. It was an afternoon flight, and there was a line going to the counter for check-in to get onto the plane, and I noticed, like I always do with my analytical mind, I looked, and in the line before me there was a young man, and he was in a wheelchair, and he was with his father, and he was so giddy. He was so happy, and I could tell there was something wrong, but nonetheless, he was there and he was excited. I don't care who you are. If you're a baby, if you're a grown adult, if you're an older gentleman, when someone is excited, it just picks you up, doesn't it? So he was talking to his dad, and he was just pushing on his dad, but I could tell that there were some serious implications with his body. So I finally tapped the guy on the shoulder, and I said, excuse me, because he was right in front of me, and the wheelchair was right in front of me. I said, "Why is your son so excited?" And he said, "Oh, he's a big fan of this fellow up there in front at the counter right now getting his ticket, and he's going to be flying on the same plane that we're going to be on going out to Missoula, Montana." And I said, "Oh, who's that guy up there?" Well, he said, "Well, he's just one of his heroes, and he loves his name, and he follows him, and he's just excited that he's on the plane, going to be on the plane that he's going to be on." And this young man is about, I would say 12 to 15 years old. So the young man, I said, "Well, great." And I said, "Well, what does he want you to do?" "Well, he wants me to go up and get his autograph." I said, "Well, man, go get his autograph. Go get it for your boy. That's something he'll always remember. When you're dead and gone, he'll have that autograph." But he looked at me and he said, "Well, you don't understand. My son probably don't have that much longer to live." And that hit me, ladies and gentlemen. And I was thinking, well, go do it. And he said, "I can't impose on someone." I said, "Well, sure you can. He's a human. What makes him any better than we are? So the bottom line is this. I just said, excuse me. And I walked in front of a couple of people, excuse me. You can imagine now cutting in front of people to get up to the counter. And I tapped the guy on the shoulder. And I said, hey. And as soon as I tapped him on the shoulder, two other guys converged in on me. It was like I had my own entourage. And I said, wait. All was cool, all was good. I said, do you see that little young man back there in the wheelchair? And that young man was just waving at him and just smiling, brimming from ear to ear. And he said, yeah. I said, you would make his day if you could go back there and give him your autograph. And so he looked at me and he said, who are you? I said, I'm a friend of yours. He said, really? He was in great shape. I just love men like that, you know? They make you look real small. But it was all good. And he smiled at me, and I said, I know you played for Acorn State, or you're from Acorn State, and I know that, you know what, things were going good. And I know that you got drafted in 1995, I do believe. And he said, I would be happy to go back and sign and give him my autograph. And he said, would you like to have my autograph too? And I looked and I thought, well, yeah, I'd like to have it for my son. So Steve McNair went back and he signed the little man's book, whatever he had. And then he gave me his autograph. Ladies and gentlemen, seize the moment. If it's Steve McNair, if it's whoever hero you have, who is your hero? I would like to suggest to you that my hero is found in this book. His name is Jesus Christ, and I share this with you. In Proverbs 22 and verse 1, it says this, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. God gave you a good name. Make God proud. Thank you very much.